Hello and welcome to the next part of riding around Launceston. This is part 5, as you can see. I don't have a lot to talk about this time, so I'm just going to tell you where I am and then I'll leave you to enjoy the scenery. The first part of this ride, I'm riding on the Midland Highway, which is the main north-south highway that connects Launceston in the north with Hobart in the south. It's a dual carriageway in part, like this, but not all the way. There are parts of it where it's a single lane each way. And the government announced a plan, I think maybe 12 years ago, perhaps even longer, to make it all a dual carriageway within 10 years. And I'm not really sure where the plan is up to, but I'm fairly certain that it hasn't been completed. And so, of course, being the main route between the north and the south of the state, there's a lot of traffic, as you can imagine, all the time, and a lot of trucks. So it does make it difficult when it's not a dual carriageway. Now, a bit further on, I'm going to take the Prospect turn off as I come into Launceston, and then for a short period of time I'm going to be riding on the Bass Highway. The Bass Highway is the main north-south highway between Devonport in the north and Launceston would be the southern end of it. Now this is significant because Devonport is where the Spirit of Tasmania ferries dock and where a lot of freight comes into the state, because lots of trucks go on the Spirit and then roll off the Spirit and go about delivering their freight all over the state, but mostly they end up going south to Launceston or even further south to Hobart. Now in some places the Bass Highway is a dual carriageway, in other words 2 lanes in both directions, so 4 lanes but 2 lanes going south and 2 lanes going north, but not all of it is a dual carriageway. And I don't know if there are or where the plans are up to about making it a dual carriageway. Obviously it would be much more efficient for freight if it were a dual carriageway, because there are sections where it's 1 lane each way and it's quite hilly. There are some quite steep hills and the trucks are going to be slowed down and traffic behind them is going to be slowed down. And then, so obviously that has an impact on delivery times and therefore has an impact on productivity and so on. Now I realise all these things cost money. And money just doesn't grow on trees, but I guess it's a question of priorities and how the money that's raised from fuel taxes, as I mentioned earlier in an earlier video, is spent. Now once I go off the Bass Highway into the suburb of Prospect, it's mainly urban and retail centre areas, and so there's nothing significant to talk about there, so I'll just leave you now to enjoy the rest of the video and enjoy the scenery, look at the roads, the state of the roads, and think about some of the things that I've mentioned previously about what's important about the state of the roads, the markings, rumble strips, guardrails and so forth. See where those things are done well and see where they're not done well. Thank you for watching. If you have an opinion or you have a thought about anything in this video, then please enter it in the appropriate place. If you want to share the video with other people, do so. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I'm very happy for you to do so, but I'm not trying to press you into it and I don't make any money out of it, so the number of subscriptions or subscribers is irrelevant, other than just to say it's people who are interested in the channel. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If not, I hope you enjoyed the scenery. I'll leave you to watch the rest of the video without any commentary.